Hi there, kids. How are you? I hope you're all having a great time. Welcome to this special place created just for children, where we'll accompany you to have a cozy bedtime. Are you ready for today's adventure? Let's close our eyes and enter the world of dreams together. A long time ago, in a distant kingdom, there lived a kind and hard-working girl. Her name was Cinderella. However, this gentle girl suffered endless injustice and hardship. Cinderella's mother instilled in her the belief in persisting in her dreams, and this belief made her strong every day. Cinderella's father remarried, and she gained 2 stepsisters. However, the 2 stepsisters were not friendly. They were full of envy and jealousy towards Cinderella and often inflicted all kinds of suffering on her. Not only that, the stepmother also imposed ruthless labor on Cinderella, making her a coolie in the family. One day, the kingdom held a grand palace ball, and all the young women were invited to attend because the prince would choose his queen at the ball. After Cinderella's stepsisters learned the news, they immediately got busy preparing gorgeous dresses and makeup, while Cinderella was forced to stay at home to handle chores. On this day, when Cinderella was alone in front of the window staring into the distance, a mysterious old woman appeared in front of her. The old woman smiled and said to Cinderella,
"My child, your kindness and persistence will eventually bring you happiness."
Then, she used an incredible magic to dress Cinderella like fairy-like. Cinderella found that she was wearing a beautiful silver dress, and she actually had a pair of sparkling glass shoes on her feet. The old woman smiled at her and said,
"You deserve to have a dream, Cinderella. Now go pursue your dream. Remember, this magic only lasts until midnight."
Then she disappeared without a trace. Cinderella was filled with gratitude, and she couldn't wait to go to the palace ball. When she stepped into the palace, everyone marveled at her beauty. The prince was also attracted by her appearance, and the two hit it off and started dancing together. However, Cinderella could not stay long. She knew that the magic could only last until midnight. When the bell rang, she said goodbye in a hurry, leaving behind a glass slipper. Her beauty and the prince's heart were unforgettable. The next day, the prince began his arduous search. He traveled throughout the kingdom, hoping to find the mysterious dancer. But at Cinderella's home, the stepsisters tried to make themselves candidates for the lost queen. When the prince came to Cinderella's house, the stepsisters laughed at her and rushed to try on the shoes. However, the prince noticed Cinderella in the corner, and he saw the strength and kindness in her eyes. When he brought up the beautiful ball, Cinderella confessed everything. The prince deeply understood that true beauty does not lie in appearance, but in the purity of heart. He put the glass slipper on Cinderella's foot, and it fit perfectly. The love story between the prince and Cinderella is like a fairy tale and has become a legend throughout the kingdom. From then on, Cinderella and the prince built a kingdom full of love and tolerance together, achieving the happiness and dreams she pursued in her dreams. And that mysterious old woman seems to be the elf in the dream, quietly turning into the breeze and continuing to guard every soul pursuing dreams. In a green forest, there is a monkey named Toby. On this day, Toby felt his stomach growling with hunger. He dragged his heavy footsteps through the forest, looking for delicious food. Suddenly, Toby found an apple tree in front of him. The red apples on the tree made his eyes shine. "Wow!" Monkey Toby screamed excitedly, thinking this must be a delicious meal. However, the height of the apple tree prevented Toby from easily reaching those delicious apples. The rabbit stood by and looked at his predicament, and an idea suddenly occurred to him.
Toby, this tree is so tall. Think about it. How to pick the apples?
The rabbit suggested. So, an idea flashed in Toby's mind, and he decided to dig a hole closest to the place where the apple fell and wait for the apple to fall from the tree. It was such a great idea that the energetic Toby started singing, digging holes and singing as if to cheer himself up for his delicious dinner. However, when the hole was dug to a certain depth, the rabbit discovered a problem. The apple fell into the hole and Toby could not find it. This was bad. Toby was spinning around in a hurry and was at a loss.
Rabbit, what should we do?
Toby asked worriedly. The rabbit calmly reminded Toby,
Don't worry. We can find out who ate the apple together.
So Toby and Rabbit began to ask about other animals in the forest, including giraffes, crocodiles, snakes, and lions. Each animal denied eating the apple, leaving Toby and Rabbit even more confused.
Did you eat my apple?
Toby asked each animal, but there was no definite answer. Rabbit thought for a moment, and suddenly thought of a possible clue.
Little bug, why do you smell like apples?
It turned out that a little bug crawled over, and it explained that it was an apple bug living in the apple. Everyone curiously asked why the bug left the apple.
The apple suddenly fell with a thud.
Little Bug sighed. Hearing this, Toby and Rabbit exclaimed in unison,
Think about it. Who ate the apple?
The falling of the apple triggered a series of adventures. Toby began to follow the scent of apples and gradually got closer to the truth. Finally, in a green bush, he found a sleeping elephant snoring.
Did you eat my apple?
Toby asked the elephant. The elephant was awakened and roared angrily to show that he was not the murderer who ate the apple. However, the apple fell into the hole, and the elephant stretched out its long trunk and sucked up the apple. It was indeed a good thing that the elephant did. It turned out that the elephant accidentally ate the apple while sleeping. Toby and Rabbit suddenly breathed a sigh of relief. This adventure was full of surprises and laughter. In the end, Toby was filled with emotion, and Rabbit summarized the adventure. Today's story is over. We have learned a lot and witnessed many interesting things. Even if we encounter challenges, as long as we use our brains, everything can be solved. The animals in the forest also celebrated the ending of this apple adventure with laughter, which became a beautiful memory for them together. Hope you liked today's story. Good night.